How do I make my puppy care about what I say? I noticed that my 10-week-old puppy Josie was nicely connected with me in the house, but the moment we stepped outside, it's like I didn't even exist. I'd call, "Puppy, puppy!" make some excited noises, I'd clap my hands, I'd run away. Absolutely nothing. At some point, I even wondered if she had a hearing problem. So I tested it. Inside the house, when she wasn't paying attention, I used her food puzzle toy and rattled it. And yeah, she looked at me right away, so there was nothing wrong with her hearing. I had to face facts that she was ignoring me. But why? It's because she didn't have any meaning attached to what I was saying. And if this is happening to you, you're not failing and your puppy is not stubborn. The outside world is simply more interesting than you right now. So how did I approach this? Exactly the way I would with a client's dog. I'm Gisela Grieser. I'm a professional dog trainer and behavior consultant, and I'm creating this video series to help new puppy owners. So with Josie, I focused on 3 things. First up, training. I needed to teach her name and that it means something positive. So we started playing the name game, creating real value to hearing her name. So at this point, I'm going to introduce her name to Josie. At the beginning, I usually just make some noises and use like pop, 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 anything to get her attention. But now we're going to introduce her name in a positive way. I'm going to pop a piece of food out. Josie. Good girl. Josie. Every time I put a piece of food out, she naturally Josie turns back to me. And that's when I add her name. I'm not calling her and expect her to come. I'm just adding her name as she's already coming. Josie. By giving her multiple pieces of food here, she's learning that hearing that particular word is a really good thing. One more. Josie. So I will do several sessions of this over the next few days and weeks until she just hears her name and thinks, oh, gotta go. Good things happening. And if I'm not sure that she's gonna come, then I would rather use some noises as I have done before, just so she doesn't learn to ignore her name. And we always want their name to be a positive thing. The second way to approach this struggle was management. Because if she practices ignoring me, she gets better at ignoring me. So outside, we used a very light long line, not to correct her, but to help her make the right choices. So with that line in my hand, I would make a noise, call her name, and Josie. If she ignored me, I would just kind of give her a very gentle tug just to get her attention.
What a good girl.
And then when she paid attention to me, I'd reward that lavishly. And the third approach was to make myself more interesting. I'd be clapping my hands, running away, creating some movement. I would make funny noises. I'd use her favorite food puzzle toy or a tug toy, and she loves to tug. So each time she paid attention to me, I made it a really good deal. We had a little party, and guess what? It didn't take long for her to say, oh, okay, I'll come with you. Because the outside world is competitive, and sometimes the environment can win. So instead of trying to control the environment, which I couldn't, I started to create moments where I got the reaction from her that I wanted. And all of this happens through playing little games. One of these is having 4 feet on a platform. This game is a fantastic relationship builder. It develops focus. It teaches body awareness. And she learns to pause and have moments of stillness instead of bouncing through life. And every time she steps onto that platform, she chooses to engage with me. So we worked with Josie on putting her paws up on something. I'm going to use a little bigger object now, and we're going to work on getting her on a platform. It's a really great way to prepare your puppy for vet visits, which is coming up. Good job. Really nice. And putting the food down brings her awareness to where her feet are. If I had it in my hand and tried to lure her, she probably wouldn't even know what her little paws are doing. But this is a great way to start, and if they can't go lengthwise, I would just go this way a couple of times and getting them to put all 4 feet on there. Really good. Okay, now we're just gonna do a bit of feeding in position once she gets her nose up. Good. By doing something like this at home, you're going to prepare your pup for the vet visit, and there's one less thing to be stressed out about, is getting on the platform, and they're usually a lot bigger than this. So if they can do this, then the scale is easy breezy. Good, and I like how she chooses to come right back on. Oops. All right, it's okay. Dropped a piece of food. What's she gonna do next? Yeah, so I didn't lure her onto it at all. She just decided that, oh, stepping on is a good idea. Reload my food. Good. Yes, you can even turn around on here. Really good. So I'll do frequent releases off, and that sets her up to make a choice. Yes, good job. Super girl. Okay. Good work. There's a really nice side effect to the platform game, and it's that it prepares her for stepping onto the scale at the vets. This can be a bit strange, a bit scary, but with each of my puppies that I have prepared this way, when they go to the vets, they see the scale and they're like, oh, I must step on there. Isn't that cool? So listening outside doesn't start outside. It starts with building those moments of engagement with us, anywhere, anytime, and through playing these little games, we're getting this in tiny little bits. And attention to me isn't just about engaging with me, but she usually has to disengage from the world outside. So to teach that skill, we've been playing a little game called Toy Switch. It teaches her that letting go of one thing doesn't mean that the fun is over, but there's always another thing, even more fun, coming. So we're going to do a bit of Toy Switch with her. The reason why this is so important, because it sets the puppy up to let go of something because there's something better. So what I'm not doing is taking this away from her. I'm just getting her engaged with this. Nice. Keeping it nice and low, just a bit of resistance. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Good. And once she's engaged with it, I'll let go of it. And then how about this one? I'm just going to animate the other one, and then we'll take this off. Good job. So we want to have some toys of about similar or equal value. Good. It's a great way to burn off a bit of energy for a puppy. Good. But we're going to, as soon as she likes this one, I say, how about that one? And I'll just pick up the other one when she's not paying attention. Good. I really like that she just drops this one and goes for the one that I have. Oh, now we have their food toy. Good. And these can really be short, gentle little sessions that set your puppy up to be able to let go of something so they don't have to guard anything. Okay. Good, that was really nice. I like how quickly she lets go and totally forgets about that one. That's a really important skill to have. Good stuff. Now I want to talk about something that's a widely spread misconception, is that puppies need more exercise in order to be able to listen and to engage with us. Playing with a tug toy and the toy switch game, yeah, it'll tire her out a little bit, but I'm really careful not to overdo this. When puppies aren't listening, it's often that they're overexcited and their thinking brain is not switched on. So most people assume that they need to include more high energy activities in order to get their dogs to settle and to listen. But it's actually quite the opposite. And here's something else I'm not doing. I'm not following a strict routine. I'm not trying to tire her out to settle. I'm just being very intentional about how her energy is used. Short play sessions, simple, easy win games, and lots of rest. Because calmness grows when puppies learn to switch off, not when they're tired out. So if your puppy's not listening outside, don't panic and don't take it personally. Listening out in the real world starts with those little moments that we create at home. We need to teach our puppy that there's meaning attached to what we're saying and that there's always a positive outcome for them. And also that letting go or walking away from the environment doesn't mean that the fun is over, but there's something even better coming with us. And that's what we're building here, little by little, every day. Next week, we're going to take this foundation into the real world for the first time. We'll head into town. We'll talk about socializations, do's and don'ts. That's a really loaded topic. And I'll show you my favorite recall game. Because calm, confident puppies aren't created by chance. They're built through intentional teaching moments like these. I'll see you next week.